This morning, all eyes will be on the Bombay High Court, which will be hearing Shah Rukh Khan's son, Aryan Khan's bail plea in the cruise drug bust case. Aryan's bail petition will be heard by a single bench of Justice N.W. Sambri. Aryan's legal team had approached the High Court after the Mumbai Sessions Court had rejected his bail plea. Aryan, on his part, maintains that he hasn't committed any crime and in his bail plea termed the NCB's case against him as completely and entirely based on inadmissible voluntary statements and WhatsApp chats. The NCB, on its part, maintains that Aryan Khan is a key link in the drug bust case, and if granted bail, according to the Narcotics Control Bureau, he can tamper with the evidence. The anti-drug agency will be seeking an extension of judicial custody of Aryan Khan, and as part of its reply in court, will be citing the Sessions Court's ruling. 23-year-old Aryan has been in Mumbai's Arthur Road jail since October 8th, so it's 19 days now, and he will remain there till any relief really comes in from the Bombay High Court. Meanwhile, there's another aspect of this case that's grabbing headlines. Sameer Wankhede, who's been heading the investigation, is in the line of fire now himself. The NCP's zonal director has landed in Delhi and is to be questioned by the Deputy Director General Gyaneshwar Singh of the NCB again into the claims made by an independent witness. Prabhakar Sale, an independent witness in the cruise drug bust case, has claimed that 25 crore rupees was demanded by an NCB official and some other people to let off Aryan Khan in this case and to give him a clean chit. Prabhakar has also alleged that Sameer Wankhede made him sign 10 blank papers at the NCB office as a punch. Sameer Wankhede will be recording his statement in Delhi on the matter and will also be taking part in a review meet. Wankhede has denied any wrongdoing, claimed that these allegations are a bid to actually hamper the ongoing investigation. NCB Zonal Director Wankhede has been asked to continue with the investigation, so he won't be stepping down from the probe right now. He will continue to investigate the superstar drug bust case.
कंप्लेन तो बनता है उन लोगों के खिलाफ जो आपको हरास कर रहे हैं.
I cannot comment on anything. We will give proper answer to everybody.
$25
करोड़ रुपया. क्या 25 करोड़ का बॉम्ब डालो? क्या बोला उन्होंने?
बॉन्ड डाल, लास्ट 18 तक फाइनल कर, 8 वानखेड़े साहब को देना है, बाकी का हम लोग करते हैं.
A superstar son, a rising starlet, a high-profile cruise party, drugs, and now an extortion charge. The case is no less than a super hit Bollywood crime thriller. And now in a massive twist, the spotlight has shifted to the NCB's very own Sameer Wankhede. Maharashtra Minister Nawab Malik has dropped another bombshell, claiming that the NCB zonal director in Mumbai, Sameer Wankhede's religion, is mentioned as Muslim and that his father's name appears to have been changed from Dawood K. Wankhede to Dayan Dev Wankhede, hinting that the NCB had forged his religion in documents to get a job.
बर्थ सर्टिफिकेट में टेम्परिंग करके जो उनके पिताजी ने धर्मांतर करने के बाद नाम बदला था उसे फिर दुरुस्त किया. उसके आधार पे कास्ट सर्टिफिकेट निकाला गया. जो दलित कैंडिडेट थे आईआरएस के, उनके अधिकारों को फर्जीवाड़े के जरिए छीना गया है.
पैदाइश होने से पहले, स्कूल जाने से पहले सब A to Z मेरा अभी तक का रिकॉर्ड, मेरा डिपार्टमेंट का रिकॉर्ड, स्कूल का, कॉलेज का, एनसीसी का. ज्ञानदेव वानखेड़े मेरा नाम है. मराठी में ज्ञानदेव बोलते, हिंदी में ज्ञानदेव बोलते. मेरा कभी दाऊद से कोई संबंध भी नहीं नाम से हो. अभी किधर से फर्जी बना के लाए ये भी मुझे पता नहीं.
Sameer Wankhede is a 2008 batch Indian Revenue Service officer and was selected under scheduled caste or SC quota. Another NCP worker tweeted a picture alleging it to be that of Sameer Wankhede's first wedding to a woman named Dr. Shabana Qureshi.
समीर दाऊद वानखेड़े ये एक फर्जी व्यक्ति है. बर्थ सर्टिफिकेट उनका समीर दाऊद वानखेड़े का है। पूरी इनकी जिंदगी एक फर्जी चीज़ों से शुरू हुई और सारा फर्जीवाड़ा वो कर रहे हैं।
देखिए, मुझे जो भी कहना था कि मुझे परेशान किया जा रहा है, मेरी फैमिली के ऊपर अटैक किया जा रहा है, तो मैंने माने लिए न्यायालय के सामने रख दिया। मैं मीडिया में नहीं बात कर सकता हूँ अभी।
क्या आपने
जो मुझे कहना था मैंने बात कर, आई हैव ऑलरेडी इन्फॉर्म्ड टू द ऑनरेबल।
In response, Wankhede has issued a statement saying he belongs to a composite multi-religious family as his father was a Hindu and his mother was a Muslim. His current wife, Kranti Redkar Wankhede, also put out pictures of their Hindu wedding. The new allegations come after witness number 1, Prabhakar Sale, dropped a bombshell claiming Wankhede demanded money to let off Aryan Khan.
25 CR
25 करोड़ रुपया। क्या 25 करोड़ का बॉम्ब डालो, क्या बोला उन्होंने?
हाँ, बॉन्ड डाल, लास्ट 18 तक फाइनल कर, 8 वानखेड़े साहब को देना है, बाकी का हम लोग को रखना है।
The allegations have left the Narcotics Control Bureau red-faced. The agency has ordered an inquiry into the extremely serious charges of extortion against Sameer Wankhede.
हमारे उप महानिदेशक दक्षिणी पश्चिम क्षेत्र ने एक रिपोर्ट सौंपी है। उसका संज्ञान लेते हुए हमारे महानिदेशक ने जांच सतर्कता विभाग को दी है। ये जो तथ्य सामने आया है, इसकी भी हम लोग जांच करने के लिए ओपन है और बहुत ट्रांसपेरेंट तरीके से जांच की जाएगी।
But will Wankhede step aside for now? The NCB says no, he will continue to head the drug bust probe in this high-profile Mumbai case. Jolted by the allegations and continuous attacks by political parties, Sameer Wankhede has approached court for some reprieve, filing an affidavit in the Mumbai Sessions Court to take cognizance of attempts, according to him, to intimidate and hamper the investigation. Wankhede is covering all bases. Before moving court, he also shot off a letter to the Mumbai Police Commissioner claiming unknown persons were attempting to frame him. With Divyesh Singh in Mumbai, Bureau Report, India Today.
Sameer Wankhede, the man who's leading this investigation now into the Mumbai Cruise Drug probe, is clearly now in the midst of it. India Today exclusively spoke to Kranti Redkar, NCB Zonal Director Wankhede's wife. She spoke against the allegations levelled by Maharashtra Minister Nawab Malik. Kranti said this is the first time extortion charges are being hurled at Wankhede in his entire service of 15 years. Kranti Redkar also named Sameer's father and said that he got married to a Muslim, but he's born Hindu. Kranti further added that she went to the Maldives with her family but did not meet any celebrities there. So a number of aspects, a number of names that have emerged in this entire case. One of them is Kiran Gosavi. He's been named as a witness in this case, and also the man who's become famous for that selfie which went viral with Aryan Khan soon after Aryan's detention. Kiran Gosavi has been on the run. Questions have been raised over his role as to what exactly he was doing with the NCB during the raid that night. India Today's tracked down Gosavi down to Lucknow, and he says that he's all set to surrender before the UP police.
He's the man whose selfie with Aryan Khan just hours after raid on the Cordelia cruise ship went viral. He's the man seen grabbing Aryan Khan's hand and taking him inside the Narcotics Control Bureau office in Mumbai on 2nd October. He's also seen holding the phone as Aryan Khan spoke to someone on the night of the raid. Kiran Gosavi, the face in many images from that night of high drama, is now in all sorts of trouble. Gosavi calls himself a private detective but runs a company, KPG Dream Solutions, which arranges jobs abroad. So what was a private detective doing with the NCB on the night of the raid?
इस ऑपरेशन में जो दो पंचनामे जिनका जिक्र आप कर रहे हैं वो अलग अलग स्थान पे बने हैं, तो जो भी हमारे गवाह ने एड्रेस बताया वो उस पर अंकित किया गया है। इसी वजह से वो दो अलग-अलग तरीके से और अलग-अलग समय पे बने हैं।
Not just that, Gosavi also signed the Panchnama after Aryan and the others were detained. It is this Panchnama that has sparked a controversy and brought Gosavi under the scanner. His bodyguard Prabhakar Sel, who was also listed as an independent witness by the NCB, has made some grave revelations. In an exclusive interview to India Today, Sel alleged that Gosavi sought a bribe of 25 crore rupees on behalf of NCB Mumbai chief Sameer Wankhede to let off Aryan Khan.
गाड़ी में इतना ही चल रहा था कि 25 का बॉन्ड डल, लास्ट 18 में फाइनल कर, 8 अपने को वानखेड़े को देना है, 10 अपने को बांट लेना है करके.
Gosavi, it's now known, has had a very questionable, dubious past. There are at least 2 cases in Maharashtra of cheating people of lakhs after promising jobs abroad. Gosavi has denied Prabhakar Sel's charges, claiming that his bodyguard was bribed by Maharashtra Minister Nawab Malik.
कुछ पैसे प्रभाकर सेल को दिए गए हैं नवाब मलिक जी से, मेरे पास में फ़ोन है वो, और कुछ एक फ्लैट 2 BHK का मिलने वाला है. इसमें उनके बड़े और छोटे भाई दोनों शामिल हैं प्रभाकर सेल के.
After going underground, Gosavi has now surfaced and strangely reached Lucknow, where he says he wants to surrender. Gosavi says he faces threats in Mumbai, which is why he has reached UP to give himself up to police. Bureau Report, India Today.
Ahead of the Uttar Pradesh Assembly elections, the Aam Aadmi Party has also taken the Ayodhya road to Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal, who's on a temple run, will offer prayers at the birthplace of Lord Ram on day 2 of his visit to Ayodhya. Kejriwal will visit the Hanuman Gadi temple to offer prayers ahead of Diwali. Yesterday, you had the Delhi Chief Minister, as you see on your screens there, performing an aarti at the Saryu Ghat in Ayodhya. He said that he prayed for India to become the #1 country in the world. The visit comes after AAP announced that it will contest the assembly elections in Uttar Pradesh due to be held next year. The party has said that it will contest in all seats on all 403 assembly seats in the 2022 UP assembly poll battle.
आज हमारे देश के अंदर गरीबी है, आज हमारे देश के अंदर शिक्षा है, आज हमारे देश के अंदर तरह तरह की बीमारियां हैं, भिन्न भिन्न समस्याएं हैं. तो मैं सभी देवताओं से प्रार्थना करता हूं, प्रभु श्री राम से प्रार्थना करता हूं कि मेरा भारतवर्ष जल्दी दुनिया का #1 देश बने.
Let's move on to another story we're tracking closely this Tuesday morning. Will COVAXIN finally get the WHO nod? The World Health Organization may have an answer today. The WHO is all set to meet today again to consider the emergency use approval of COVAXIN. Bharat Biotech, which is the manufacturer of COVAXIN, submitted data to the WHO with additional information last month. WHO experts have reviewed the information available, and Bharat Biotech has addressed most of the queries that were raised by the world body. So far, the WHO has approved 6 vaccines. You've got Pfizer, Johnson & Johnson, Covishield, of course, AstraZeneca, Moderna, Sinopharm and Sinovac. Approval for COVAXIN will make travel for Indians inoculated with the shot much easier. It will be also a huge boost to the Make in India vaccine. We're cutting across live now to Home Minister Amit Shah, who's currently in Pulwama. He spent the night in Letpura. In fact, at the CRPF campus, he was seen speaking to and interacting with the CRPF personnel, had dinner with them, spent the night there to send out a very, very clear message. He will be heading back to the national capital this morning, but clearly to boost the morale of our forces, Home Minister Amit Shah decided to spend the night at the CRPF campus in Letpura. Let's cut across live. This is clearly a message that's going across from the Home Minister, because remember that in this particular area, you saw in 2019 a suicide car bomb attack by Pakistani terrorists that had left 40 of our personnel dead. And you can see here that Home Minister Amit Shah is paying his tribute for all the soldiers who were killed in action back in 2019. The Home Minister there, along through this visit, really has sent out a message to Kashmiris that this government is with them, and also sent out a message of normalcy. Not just did he remove that bullet shield around his speech venue yesterday in Srinagar, he was also seen interacting without his security with youth in the valley. And now last night he decided to spend the night at the CRPF camp as well. And early this morning, as you can see there, Home Minister Amit Shah paying his tribute to the fallen soldiers at Letpura in Pulwama. These are the soldiers we lost back in 2019, 40 of them, after Pakistani terrorists had in fact attacked a convoy. This was a suicide car bomb attack. And Home Minister Amit Shah sending out a message to the CRPF camp that the government stands with them, ensuring that he also boosts their morale by spending the entire night there at the CRPF camp. After this, Home Minister Amit Shah will in fact be heading back to the national capital, but a visit that was marked with a huge amount of symbolism, because you had the Home Minister making it a point to drive home that message that normalcy will remain and normalcy will resume in the valley. And at a time when you've been seeing also a spate of terror attacks of civilians being targeted, Home Minister Amit Shah made it a point to say that I believe it's safe to travel without security at some points. We're seen interacting with the youth without his security. We're seen giving his speech at a public rally without that bulletproof shield around the podium as well. Kamaljeet is with us for more on this. Kamaljeet, good morning. Home Minister Amit Shah, huge message there. He spent the night at the CRPF camp, now paying his tribute to the fallen soldiers.
Oh, well, absolutely. This is the last and final leg of his tenure, which he extended because he wanted to stay overnight with the soldiers of CRPF. Yesterday he spoke to them, had a meal with them. The message was loud and clear that there is zero tolerance for terror. And he said the mission has been set for the soldiers because they are the ones who are guarding this nation day and night, and that is why the country can sleep. So the messaging was very loud and clear, but also said new goals need to be set. There has to be a crackdown on terror. These were words which were coming in from the Home Minister. But at that point of time, he said he didn't want to really lecture, but wanted to spend some quality time with the soldiers. His paying tribute there is also a sign that the government does stand with the soldiers. He said all sort of facilities in terms of any medical issues or others, an Ayushman card will be provided to the soldier as well as families. So all issues are taken care of. So in a sense, a messaging has been done. Earlier, he had actually interacted with public. Again, he said he wanted to extend a hand of friendship. So now, actually, after this, he's having a small security review meeting before he flies back to Delhi. But that he has spent time here. He has taken an assessment of the situation on what's really happening. He's spoken to the force chiefs. But yes, a strong message has been sent out because yesterday it was not just the CRPF or 185 Battalion CRPF which was present. There was BSF, there was SSB, there was CRSF. There were other forces as well, even the soldiers of Indian Army. They were all together in the Bada Khana, where he actually met all these soldiers and sent out a strong message. Again, they were all the top CRPF chiefs, all big guns who had come out in Letpura. And a clear sign here that the government does take care of the soldiers. They do understand the difficult situation which is being faced by Jammu and Kashmir, and that they do stand with soldiers as well as the people in this difficult time.
All right, Kamalji, thank you very much for joining us with all those details. So early morning there, Home Minister Amit Shah making his way to the memorial in Letpura of Pulwama, paying his tribute to soldiers who were killed in action back in 2019 when Pakistani terrorists had attacked their convoy. And in a huge message, really, the Home Minister spent the entire night at the CRPF camp in Pulwama.